and I travel and I meet a lot of different types of people. And one of the things that I'm really touched by with meeting so many different types of people is that there's the universal applicability of the yoga methods. You know, Patabi Joyce, my teacher, Guruji always said that yoga is for everybody. And he really meant that. You know, anyone who's willing to unroll the mat, the yoga practice has waiting with open arms. And the Hatha Yoga Pratiprika, which is also a seminal text in the yoga tradition, also says exactly the same thing as Guruji said, that the yoga practice is for everyone who wants to practice. It doesn't matter, you know, what size or shape the body is, what gender you are, what class you are, what ethnicity you are. The yoga practice is for anyone who has the motivation and enthusiasm to unroll the yoga mats. And one of the things that is amazing about this is that yoga practice realizes that through the divine seed, that spark of eternal consciousness, the spark of the divine soul, you know, that rests within, the yoga practice has us tap into that, and through the revelation of that divine soul, we share the power of consciousness. And it's through our own consciousness that we can shine the light of consciousness onto dark places in our lives. And every single person can benefit from this. Every single person has places of unconsciousness, places we're not fully awake, places we're not fully realized. And when that yoga practice begins to cultivate the lamp of knowledge, which in Sanskrit is jnana diptir, the lamp of knowledge. And when the lamp of knowledge burns brightly, we can illuminate the path ahead and walk with greater confidence. And every person who's experienced moments of unclarity, moments of uncertainty, moments of suffering in their lives, and we all have, can use that lamp of knowledge to shine more light on the true source of that suffering. And when we begin the practice of yoga, there are some important moral guidelines. First of which is ahimsa, this idea of nonviolence. And I think what's amazing about the power of the yoga practice to bring more consciousness in the world, for example, is this notion of ahimsa. So if many different people in many different cultures are beginning to practice yoga and gain more consciousness around the ramifications or the effects of their actions, and they're able to sort of wash their actions against the testing board of ahimsa, of nonviolence, I think it would be amazing if all of the top leaders in corporations and the top politicians of all of the nations of the world were practicing yoga or practicing a spiritual tradition that held as its value true nonviolence. So then every decision that they took, every decision that they would then take in the future, they would then need to wash against this testing board of nonviolence and then find the answer to illuminate the path ahead, with true knowledge. And I think in this way, in both the small scale and the global scale, one by one, as each person practices, we gain the power to bring more light, literally more light of consciousness onto the planet.